Welcome everyone to today's live stream. We're back to Planet Crafter because we now have 2.0 version. Kind of like how we had Subnautica to Subnautica 2.0. This isn't so much about a complete like code base rework and backporting from another game. This is more tweaking and rebuilding it for better improvements, quality of life, and of course we do get some new changes with the game, which we're going to dive into. But we do have some other stuff to talk about with that. First, though, Timmy is patiently waiting for his special treat. All right, yeah, you want treat? So, see if he's going to get it. You don't want me to place it on your paw? So, yeah. Now Timmy's taken care of. Also, I have made another purchase. A good afternoon, Felonious. I made another larger purchase of something that is not so much to change up my setup here, but more of something to help me with organizing stuff with my setup, and that is a 3D printer. I bought a 3D printer so I can make Bodhi here. You see my boat, my lovely test print. So I finally broke down and got me a 3D printer because I want to. There's a certain organization scheme that people have really built on top of called Gridfinity. So I am getting ready to probably after this assemble a whole big drawer chest thing and start trying to organize some of my stuff a bit. So I got a 3D printer to help me organize. But now let's talk about the oh, he good. He is eating. Let's talk about what's going on with Planet Crafter, as well as No Man's Sky. We got another little update to No Man's Sky, which adds to the whole creature menagerie thing. You go out, you tame creatures, you got little mounts, you can feed them, you could raise them. You know, we could tweak them by adjusting their genetics as the egg state. Now you've got the Xeno Arena, which you can raise, train, and battle the creatures, kind of like a Pokemon thing. So it's not got to collect them all, but you could collect them and you could train them and do certain things beyond just having them follow you around. So you get this little like tabletop arena type thing. It really kind of, to me, feels like Pokemon Stadium when they came out with that for Nintendo 64, and you could plug in your actual game from Game Boy and use your creatures from the Game Boy game. That's aging myself a bit there, but it was kind of the same thing. You had just this small arena and it was 3D, and you get that kind of thing here is what it is. You get to go and teach them special or train them with special abilities, things like that. So while I thought that was interesting, it wasn't worth a 3-hour live stream. So I just want to point that out. Also, this is another thing that obviously they are planning to implement in the new game, Light No Fire. And, you know, it's one of those things like we're going to build it for this game, but we're going to test it in No Man's Sky so we can get some of the bugs worked out, which is going to be a good thing, hopefully, for that. Hey, Jenny. So, yeah, if you want to check it out, it is just a smaller update for No Man's Sky, but it's the Xeno Arena, so you can go battle like it's a Pokemon thing. Now let's talk about Planet Crafter 2.0. So it's been 2 years since full release, so 2.0 part. We got a new biome on Prime. We've got improved biomes, new decorations, new portal locations. That means, like, you know, the portal randomized locations and stuff like that. We get better graphics, terrains, vegetation, water. And one of the things is, you know, before we see planets in the sky and it wasn't really reflective of what was happening. Now we actually get the planets of the system showing in the sky for each planet, and you see the actual changes on them. So if you got one to a certain point and you launch a rocket to another one and you're like, that previous one is doing its own thing, continuing to terraform, you can watch changes from the other planet surface. Also improved performance, which we'll see about that. Of course, again, I am running mods, so that may have an effect on my performance versus yours if you're not running modded. And then we got drivability improvements for the rover, construction snapping changes, animal creation interface change, and just other quality of life features. We also got things like rounded glass floor, usable beds, teleporter list. It's just a lot of stuff. You see, we got some new, ancient wreck stuff there. You go through the full change log if you want. But again, it's a new biome on Prime. And they have had a couple of dev branch changes for that since then, but we are still on the stable branch, not doing the dev branches right now. But that does bring me to the mods. If you are running mods, which I am, pretty much every mod I run is from akarnokd, or akarnokd. But most of mine come from this one mod creator. There are a couple I still have I use here and there, like the portal travel is from somebody else. Those you could go get on Nexus mods, but right now the mods for akarnokd are locked on Nexus mods. Now, I'm not sure what it is. It says it's a permissions thing that the mod creator is having to work through. So if you want to get any of the akarnokd mods, you got to go to his GitHub. And what you want to do is when you come to the GitHub page, you want to go to releases. You do not want to go ahead and get the first one unless you are running dev branch patch 2. What you got to do is scroll down until you see 2005 patch 1. This is the actual production stable patch. And so from there, you go down, click show all assets. So you see it scrolls down, updated 3 days ago. So you can go in and choose, find your mod from here. But if you do accidentally go and get one of these and you're not running that branch, the only thing that's going to happen is when you open Planet Crafter, it's going to pop up a thing saying, hey, you got this mod running. It's made for this version of the game and you're running this. Please make sure you are running a licensed, up-to-date version of the game. So that's all it is. If you need to get the mods, make sure you get the ones for the right version, which right now is 2005 patch 1. And then again, that's only on the akarnokd ones. All the other ones I've used, I checked and they were fine. It's just something with permissions, and it may be a thing of just the basis of what was used for a lot of these mods that's causing that problem. But every one of the ones I've had for this game that I got from Nexus mods that were from this developer were locked right now. So just a heads up if you are needing to update your mods. And now with all that housekeeping out of the way, let me get the game pulled up. I have noticed it does sometimes launch a little slower, but I think that's a mod related thing for me rather than the game itself. Like sometimes it launches immediately like it used to, and then sometimes it's like waiting a minute or two and then it finally pops up to the point where I'm thinking like it's broken and then it finally opens. But we'll go ahead and get in. Timmy's already finished his snack and decided to lick himself on camera. Ain't that right, Timmy? Yeah. All right, let's dive into 2.0. And give it a second. Let it get all up. There we go. So first thing I noticed when I did this was, you see there's a sign on the storage now. I don't have to put the title necessarily on there. There's a sign and you can see what it's got in each one. So if I go here, it's all water. If I go here, it's space food and high quality food, but it's only showing space food. Right here, I got a lot of toxic water. I go here, it's showing that. So it shows what the top most first item is in each one. But that's nice. If you've only got one item going into a certain storage, then you got a visual representation of it. Now with this, something I've asked for a while, we finally got it. We can change the order. Simple arrow change. You can change the order of your teleporters instead of having to redo the teleporters in a certain sequence to make that work. And now with the construction, you notice we can still scroll down, but we've got this. Now when you do that, I can't scroll up or down. I am locked to just the biomass stuff. I am now locked to just screen. So scrolling up and down, it literally shows you only that section. If you want to be able to scroll between them, you still have to use the everything screen. I'm sure some people might get thrown off a bit by that. A lot of cases, games that have this done, you hit that and it's a shortcut link. So it drops you to that point in the everything list, and then you can still scroll up. But this is actually a filter type thing. So it's not a shortcut jump up and down the list. You actually are filtering to just those items. But yeah, if you were looking for something like, oh, you know, I don't want to scroll all the way down to get to the bed, I'll go to furniture. Boom. And of course, here we've got purification showing. So again, quality of life improvements. But as far as everything else, I think most of it is fine. We do have the animal creation change to look at, which I've got on Prime. Again, better visuals of the planets and moons. So you can see, of course, all mine are terraformed. But we've got that. I could kind of tell from here there's a better visual on the water. You see a little bit more of a wavy pattern with the water. But yeah, we got better visuals. And definitely, from our memory, this looks like there's greener patches. There's more contrast than it used to have on this with these areas. I don't remember it being like that much of a visual contrast, like color variation. But we know we've got to go to Prime, because Prime is where... and I went to the wrong one. Prime is where all the good stuff is, really. So, yeah. Well, this is still not that great. Alright, shipping. That's what it was. Shipping, location. And, yeah. Which, when I first got in earlier to look and make sure all the mods worked, it threw me off because the portals all shut down. And we do get this again, long-range Rex detector. Again, you know, now we can scan for Rex. I didn't see anything saying it changed it where you could do it on the moons, but it is still at least a planet thing. And again, the portal travel mod is working. We do get a updated visual. Don't know if this is necessarily the mod or is specifically to what they changed on the generator for the game itself. But yeah, you see now here I don't have labels on those. I didn't put the names on them, and these have, or actually these are the depots. Okay, so the depots also get the same what item is in the first spot on them. Trying to think what else we might could check around. Well, yeah. So new interface here, we got genetic sequencer. Okay. Ooh, the container. Instead of having to go in. Well, oh. So we actually get storage combined to it now. That's nice. I like that. Let's take some of these. Oh, wait, that's the extraction one. Yeah, let's just do that. If I can't. Okay. Can't. All right, that's okay. That's not gonna work. So, I guess that's the traits specifically. Which there. We'll take a trait. I want to see if this. Okay, there. Oh yeah. Okay, so you put the trait in, and now you can actually see. What is, and the demand and supply is literally just genetic trait. Well, that is, and it's one container, even though it looks visually two, it's one container. That's a big container, but it's still interesting that we get that now. So I could take that out and just take all that. That is definitely a quality of life improvement right there. I'm gonna tell you, look at all that. I mean, I can still put the overflow somewhere else. So I can extract stuff, or you know, use it. I gotta use it for rockets. That's right, the animal rockets. So yeah, we got. It's not so much a new interface, as in it's the same interface. And you gotta select at least the first 3 traits. I remember at one point it wouldn't let me do something with some of these, like I couldn't even changing, like missing one color, I could not do that on one of these. So it does have the traditional asterisk to say these are required, like you get in forums. And then again, you click on that and it shows you the matching trait. So no more going fumbling around for that. That is absolutely a fantastic approach to this. This is, I mean, it's so much simpler. You put everything in there and then it filters for what you actually need for each one, for what's relevant. That is, they could not have done a better job with that. That is perfectly done, in my opinion. I think they did exactly what was needed for this. I would kind of like it if it didn't show just the first item, but if there was like different ones, show like, it was like a Windows thing, you know, sometimes it'll show like a stack of icons. I can't remember what version did that, but there was one where it would show like a jumble of, like it'd be a set of icons all stacked together. Jenny has to show off. Jenny, I would say I haven't checked out the Star Rupture update because I kind of lost interest in playing Star Rupture. Much more enjoying going back to Satisfactory now than playing Star Rupture. They're gonna hopefully this update maybe it did some major improvements on that, but it's still a case of Satisfactory is so much better in terms of the factory management. Star Rupture is good as far as the combat and exploring part, but does still make the factory management way too tedious, even compared to what I mean with Satisfactory. It doesn't even feel as tedious to get just basic stuff going. All right, so you can see the nice change to the water effect on the waterfalls. Yeah, got all that. A little bit more of a wavy look, at least at a distance. Not, it looks pretty much the same when you're close on top, but at a distance you do get a little bit more of that waviness. Not too far out though. And you know, I can't remember where it said the biome was. I want to say I think it said to the west. Yeah, because that's blank right there. That's the blank. Okay, that so there is where, roughly in there, we go into the secret area. And then there's that. Maybe there's something there, or I feel like, I mean, that's just part of the waterfalls. It's also, I'm looking here, you see a big wreck right there. I feel like we must have got something in here. I don't remember that wreck. And there's also a wreck or something right there. So that way is what it looks like. Your laptop ran into a problem and restarted. Did the stuff I told you to try last week not help, Jenny? You know what? We're gonna go this way because this is also very splotchy looking, and I don't remember it being that splotchy on the landscape before. Okay, so there is like right here, I'm looking at that. Obviously that's where we kind of slip in there. There's the little waterfall areas. Yeah, that's the steps. So it's around the corner from the steps over here, or what they're called. Oh, and this, I can't remember. I usually didn't go this way. It's definitely a different look. I remember this being way more green, unless like they added back in some of the brown dirt color in places. Okay, you know, we got, I can't remember if we had this pass through before where you could get through to these. That might be new. Been a while since I've been over in this way. And we've got a new spot I gotta blow up. So guaranteed that leads into the next area. I'll go back, so I'll just go this way. See our nice visuals for the planets here. Also, the rover is supposed to have like a jetpack module now, an upgrade for the rover. Besides the fact it's supposed to be more drivable. Maybe I should actually try driving the rover around. You think it's Arc? Is it Arc or Arc Ascended? Which one? Because there's two versions there. Apparently we got some new blue crates scattered around. This means I gotta go look for the I gotta look for golden crate changes. I'm sure they probably added a golden crate somewhere, at least in the new biome. That would seem out of place for them to not add a new golden crate and a new biome that they put in the game. Also, the creatures look a little different. At least those. It looks like they got, like, I don't remember them have a little fin type look on their back. Maybe I just didn't look at their butts that carefully before. And drop box. We're gonna drop everything actually. You know what? I know there's water over there, so I'm not worried about that. I will take one bit of food though. Oh, and of course, reason I came here, I need explosives. You know what? I know where I've got them. They're over here. Put them over here. Yeah, cause you know, I need them for the randomized wreck areas. Logistics, which I don't think I ever worried about that. Okay, certainly I should have all the unlocks at this point, considering that I am that high up on my terraformation. This is my main terraformation world. I mean, 7 PTI, everything else is TTI. So, everything's gone back to like you never played before. I don't see anything pending on that. Maybe it's a blueprint chip I've got to find somewhere. Actually, that's a good thing to think about. Yeah, I got Trade Space Rocket. I don't need to use that. Let's decode. Nothing. All right, so I don't have anything from a blueprint chip to decode. I'm pretty sure it said there's a rover jetpack upgrade. Sure to help with the mobility, since, you know, there's older maps like Prime are not exactly built for the rover as much as some of the newer ones. And wow, that was a long stutter. Alright, so we're going to the far northernmost waterfall right here. You see on the map the lovely waterfall effect. Okay. New osmium cave. Yeah, aluminum, okay. So more of an underground area, or maybe this is what was already here, I can't remember. And maybe this was one I just, you know, never bothered to get into because I was like, I don't need it. Honestly, can't remember. Okay, other ones. Maybe this is not it. Maybe that's not the new one. Let me know, because it's been a while since I went exploring through this area of Prom. So it could be this is the new map area. Yeah, we'll go ahead and the last one. We'll have like 8 more spots where I need them. Huh. Oh, wait. Aha! Okay, so this brings us into here. The, oh, I always forget the name, because then when I try to remember it, I gotta think about how to say it. This is different. I don't remember having that. This is the... Right, is the spot I'm thinking of. I think, because that's the path up. You gotta go up through this. It's a C word. It's South American. I'm not gonna say Hispanic. I can't remember if it was actually Mayan or what, but it's starts with a C. Yeah, it's right over here. Now my mind's gone completely blank on the biome name. We had a golden crate there. This is where we had a we swim through here, and there was like that old research facility, or well, not research facility, but old base somebody had built that, you know, be underwater by the time you got to it. We didn't have an old alien structure. At least not right there. I think, yeah, we had this. You go further down, and then we found like somebody had built down to here. Yeah, there it is. That alien structure there is new. Oh, and then we got a more robust structure here. I remember there was like this sort of thing. Obviously stuff got recreated. Probably because, you know, they changed things, but yeah, this is a little different. I remember we had this type of room. It just wasn't it didn't have that big structure, a big platform under it. Okay, I need to head back for some air. Ignitium, Jenny, is that thing that happens after the storm. You know, when the meteors hit, you'll have all these little spicy rocks scattered around that eventually fizzle out. Wait, is that? Oh, okay. And can't go through there. Okay, well. Now, yeah, addition, that thing is, you go and get, like, it's right after the storm when everything is gray and dark in Star Rupture. You go around and it's the little glowy rocks that you go and harvest. I know you need those for certain upgrades and such. I can't remember exactly what all it goes for. But yeah, that's what I usually do, because you know you're not going to be attacked during that time. Okay, we got a tablet here. I feel like there was already the tablet here before. I don't remember there being a continued path behind it. Aha, here we go, the new area. This definitely is new. So, all right, this got to be the... It's a new area, but it's like tied in with an existing area. And my jetpack's broken, so yeah, we got a whole new alien area over here. And you know there's got to be a golden crate out here. At least one. Waiting for certain death. It's not selflessness. It's suicide. It's self-destruction. Chosen to leave before the inevitable. You want to join us? Use this chip to find 10 hidden keys left on this planet. Oh, so this tells you... Maybe this is not the new one. I don't remember, but there's a golden crate there. This is the... Okay, maybe this is the thing they added for the extraction modules part on the story. I don't remember this area, but it's been a while. I've played so many different games, and the last time we were playing this, we were working on toxicity, so maybe I've been here. I don't remember. A lot has happened since this would have been added to the game if it is not the new area. And we get another reads. Say they took all your research stuff back to 0 with this update. Like they reset your progress, but not your base stuff. So you mean, okay, so I remember seeing in the update notes, like corporation changes, like on how they added some new tech and stuff like that. Did they reset your corporation unlocks? Is what you're saying? Oh wow, my ear is itching. Okay, I saw one more thing down here. So come down. There was that path. I remember that. Then there's a short path here. Leads down to... Well, that seems like a perfect place for a golden crate, if you ask me. And there's not one. Or they forgot to make that a golden crate. Like, they put it here. We'll change the model later, and they forgot. Okay, so they give you the point so you can go and get it back. Like you could just go buy it back. You mean? Or you go and dedicate, like pay for it. And I just noticed this. There's another thing in here. Okay, this I am pretty sure is new. Okay, yep, here's the new ship. So we are coming out into this area where you see a ship. And actually, I can see it's not just... Well, okay, hang on. There was a ship showing here earlier. Now it's not showing that ship. It's showing this edge right here, and they're showing that right there. So this is a new area. I know I didn't have this previously. We got, yeah, very deep water area. This is new because they have not had any majorly deep water areas in Prime prior to Aqualis having the deepest water. So we should have hopefully a way in to the ship. Also probably a the traditional... There's a golden crate somewhere right around here. If we can get in. I mean, they said, you know, we're getting too cliche putting it on the big ships every time. Been tired. See, I wouldn't say tired. I've just been busy, you know, and you know, with some days work, I get home, I just really don't feel like Like, I don't feel like working on, you know, playing a game is different for me than working on a game for like video content, you know. So that's why I'm putting a little bit of time in with Satisfactory, is just to make myself get better on the you know, the hard part of the game, doing the factory design and such. But I'm not forcing myself to play. So, you know, I get it, you know, you get busy, you get tired, you got too much going on, or it's not even you're physically tired, you just be mentally tired and like you don't want to deal with it. Yeah, this is a nice little area. I swear there's gotta be, well, you got a random T2 heater sitting there. There's gotta be a golden crate hidden somewhere. I know it. I'll run out of room before I find it, but there's gotta be one in here somewhere. It just seems out of place if they don't have a golden crate. I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, air up there I can get into and breathe. Yes. Making sure before I get into trouble. Where's this leading to before I head back down for more exploration? This feels a lot like the design choices in Toxicity as far as landscape. This really feels like they made design choices similar to that. And I see where we are now. We're in the little arches area right here. So the crater, you know, coming from the sulfur fields and all that. The sulfur fields, oh, actually that is sulfur fields right there. It doesn't look sulfury anymore, but you come up here and you got these arches, and then over that way is the cave that leads to the crater, the little osmium and some pulsar quartz in that cave. We now have this area back here that opens up. So yeah, this is definitely the new area. Not 100% on that other spot where it kind of could have been maybe previously there. I just don't remember it. I got too much going on here to not have a golden crate hidden around, so that's the quest. Find the crates and any possible other fun stuff. Especially checking in these, because apparently there's this. Oh. It's thinking. There. That deconstruct took a second. And I'm about to run out of room in my inventory. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I'm noticing as much of this is, you know, the ancient ruins, my jetpack is working. You know, once you get into that certain area, the other places, the jetpack stops working because they block technology from, or, you know, similar technology from working. All right, I am out of space. Let's see if I've got to blow up anything over here. That looks like it's just, no, you're not going that way. Some tokens. Okay, so yeah, not going that way, just a path to follow up to what? To the top of here? No? Assuming that means I gotta go over that way. Or we are supposed to get on the top of the ship, which I did from a different approach. is coming out of the ship. That's not gonna fly again. And there's that golden light. Let's see. It does look like we've got a path down here we can go through. Because the way I got in here, you cannot drive a rover through that. So I kind of want to see if there is actually a drivable path to this. A whole bunch of these guys over here. You know what? I might drop the trait. So let's just go this way. This is a sulfury looking thing. Like more of the sulfur from like the Sulphur Falls area of Humble. You know, where we got the sulfur pools. Yeah. But this is a... Yep. Open it up. Come on, let me up. Let me up. Oh, where is it? Where's the little goldy crate? Okay. So, a water area has... I guess, I mean, technically you could get here either through the arches, depending on how that entrance opens up. I feel like that's probably similar to when you come from the Starting Valley lake area, you know, and it's got a that crevice that opens up with the vines and all the plants through it that opens up between there and the waterfalls area. I feel like that is similar looking to what we saw at the spot to the arches. So it may be a case of you gotta wait to a certain terraformation time for that path to open up. But if you could come all the way out here when this is still not even underwater, technically you could come out this way and just make your way all the way over there. Might just have to build a little bit to get up top. Where is that? There's a gold crate over here. I think I may not be quite far enough. Oh, it's right over, somewhere right around the edge. If that was it. Maybe it was... No? Not that one. Did they rearrange this a bit? Or is it... Oh, here. Yeah, there's golden crate behind that little waterfall section there. So yeah, you can make your way all the way over there if you really wanted to on ground. You know, you might just need to build to get up there. You know, I gotta figure out how to do the jetpack thing for the rover, because if it works similar to mine, I might be able to fly out over the water all the way till I reach that spot and use the rover. Which I'm only thinking of the rover for the fact that I could put the logistics upgrade on there finally and have the rover provide a pickup mechanism for me so I can have the drones come and get everything, and I'm gonna have to teleport. Actually, I need to take a teleporter with me. I should have done that. That's the quicker way to do it. Just take a teleporter. Oh, Okay, you know, we'll hit eat. It's a lot of stuff. And the drones. Oh, I did notice checking on mod updates for the new 2.0 version. There is a tier 3 drone mod. If you want to check it out, it's on Nexus Mods. I didn't try it yet. It's kind of interesting. It basically gives you a black drone instead of, I think it's basically this model, but it's black instead of white shading on it, and it's obviously it's gonna be faster. You know it's gonna be faster if getting a drone. But I swear there was a thing for I don't even have any update grades in this because I don't use it here. I swear there was a... Well, there goes... there's a jetpack thing for it. A rover jetpack. You know, let me pull those notes back up. Third person mode, jetpack for rover, ... Yes. So there is a third person mode. Nope. You know what? Let's just look and see. Controls. Photo mode. Yeah, see that. Oh, man. I know we had the thing to show off where we get third person to see what we were wearing. But I don't see third person view. Oh, middle mouse button. There we go. Well, that's just fun. A little throws me off a little bit. But, you know, you can do third person view if you want now. Actually, can I? No, can't zoom out. And you notice it does change the control thing because you're not seeing your hand anymore. Like there. So it actually is on the gun in your hand. You just get a little tab there or a little icon there to show you what mode it's in. That's kind of fun. Not something I'm going to be so worried about, but yeah, where is the rover vehicle thing? Let's make sure. I mean, everything is terraformed. It's unlocked everywhere. So the question is, do I have to get a chip from a new random location? That is probably what it is, if I had to guess. So let's make our way back. And we'll just do it. Well, you know what? We're gonna go this way, and I'm gonna work my way back through the tunnels over there. I still cannot think of that word. What is it? It starts with a C, and it's pronounced differently than the way it looks. It's what this biome over here is called because they have them all through certain areas of South America. It's where like water is pooled over hundreds of thousands of years and wore down an opening in the terrain where it becomes like a natural well. I cannot think of it. Frustrating. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that way. Oh, we got another. This is it. This is where it was. Okay. So as you go into this biome, whatever it's called again, right under there, you come in and you go to the northwest. There's a golden crate back there. You can actually kind of see it peeking through right above my cursor. You take the western path, which takes you to those ruins, and there's a way to get around there. There's this little left here that look like Butch, but you come up this way and boom, You will have to blow a hole in there, but now you get into a new osmium cave. And more of the little sluggy guys. Okay. Again, this may have already been there. I don't remember it, but it may have already been in here before this 2.0 update. I know that other area is not. This does kind of feel like Humble, though. Like the cave design work in Humble. Okay, so it just blows the hole there. Takes you into a new cave system. Maybe I did go in that one before. Alright. So, the, Alright, I gotta find that word. I've gotta look it up. Cenote. That's it. A cenote. Yeah. For some reason I kept thinking ceviche. I was like, that's Italian. No. That's not it. A cenote. It's actually, it looks like it'd be cenote. Or, cenote, but it's actually cenote. Is the way I've heard it's supposed to be pronounced. So you go to the cenote, you go west into the ruins area, and there's that small path opposite from where the ruins is through there that takes you over into this new biome area. Or you can just go to south and west along the bottom of the map. Oh, you know, actually, this is kind of a nice little spot. Yeah, we got the toxicity stuff we don't need here. It was power. I'm looking for it. I don't see it. Man, I know I have it. Yeah, there we go. Wind turbine 2, because it could go out on the water. So we go build a little wind farm out here. Just to say we did it. Okay, that's not anything of value. I just wanted to check. Felt like it might be one of those things where, hey, out in the open, just kind of off where you're not going to look, put the golden crate there. Alright, okay. Can I? Can't break it down. Alright. Felt like at one point they added the option to dismantle the debris, but nope. I know this has some stuff. Yeah, we got to get those fuses. I mean, if you want to build out here, kind of a nice option because, one, big open sky. Two, you see, even now, there's not trees everywhere. That might change if you put some tree spreaders out here. It might fill it up with a bunch of trees, but there's not a ton of trees all over the place, like just because of others being spread elsewhere in the world. And, you know, you got this oceanfront property. You got a lovely view of the sky. You got some structural stuff for building around, and you got some hot springs for when you need to relax. You know, come up here, soak in the hot spring. Like a natural hot tub. Well, looks kind of like... Oh, is that... Looks like... Almost like corn husk leaves. Or maybe wheat. Ah! Well, I can make it up there. I know I can. It's acting like I'm not on anything. Come on. Somewhere there's a spot that thinks there's terrain below me. Yes. Oh yeah, and don't forget the sun rays coming in, you know. Yeah, see, nice little base area here. Some animals, hot springs, oceanfront view. Can't ask for some better real estate on an alien world. Alright, I went up that way. Again, because there is that path that kind of leads you around. That still makes me feel like there's a way in on the ship. Somewhere. How did I find the update so far? It's interesting. I mean, for me, probably the biggest thing is the quality of life improvements that we've gotten. You know, you could change the sequence of the display for your teleporters. That's something I've been asking for a while. I kind of like the visual improvements around like the sky. Terrain's throwing me off in some cases because I'm used to it. Like, hey, I'm looking at this area. They used to be just green, and now it's like splotchy green and brown. And then I like the display on, if you look at the containers now, they have a display, or at least the fancy containers have a display that show you the first item that's in it. I kind of wish it would show a, like if there's more than one, show like a couple of them like stacked together and then just say plus or whatever to say there's more, rather than always just being the first one, because that could throw you off. You might say, oh, that's just that stuff in there, and it's actually got a lot of other good stuff too. Or make it a toggle thing, you turn that screen off. But that's kind of nice. I just not 100% a fan of the way it's implemented. Nice idea, just could have been done a little bit better, I think. I think the new visual change and the functional change for the DNA sequencer is perfect. That makes it just so much more streamlined and easy to use, mainly for keeping your stupid genetic samples in there and not having to sift through them to find the ones you need. Okay, I can walk through the water wheel. Alright. Did I go this way? I think, yeah, this is the way I went. That led me on that other path. And I got, yep. Gotta look around. I'll need that. Okay. I did not go in that way. I went that way along the path, and I did not go this way. So let me go here, because I've got crates I need to get stuff out of, because I didn't have room. And yeah, this path I didn't take. It looks like it just kind of goes into the terrain, but you know, always possibility of golden crate around the corner, which does not seem to be the case here. Or then maybe I squeeze by. Yep, I could get on top. And that leads to the arches, so we're not worried about that. I know what's through there. I gotta find a way up there. I tell you now, I gotta find a way up top of the ring structure. That is the goal for this area now. I want to see what's up there. there anything besides you guys hanging all over in the same plot? Oh, wait, can I walk? Oh, cannot walk on that. That would have kind of been fun. Be able to walk up the vine. All right. Subnautica 2, official Subnautica 2 is supposed to be on the horizon coming out, early access, because they just did free play weekend last week. So people could play for free on both games and had them 75% off because allegedly Subnautica 2.0 is on the horizon. So you may not be waiting that much longer if, you're still looking for something to fill that Subnautica void. Also, there's another game I haven't checked out yet, but it's a very much like, it's just flat out like a Subnautica knockoff. I mean, it honestly is. It's just like somebody took Subnautica and took the visuals and changed a handful of things on it. I can't remember the name of it, but there is one. Oh, I forgot I already have another random spot. I just can't think of the name of it. I saw it and I was like, this is a straight Subnautica clone, pretty much. I gotta find that and do a video on it, I guess. But yeah, Subnautica 2 is supposed to be close to early access. On the horizon. To me, that says in the next, month or so. But that could be, oh, it's on the horizon. October of 26. Yeah. So I don't know an exact date. But that's what they said. They posted it was on the horizon. So wait and see. Hopefully that means in the next month or so, not in 10 months. Oh, can't go that way. I can go here, but this really doesn't seem to be taking me anywhere other than it's just a nice bit of ruins to look around in. Okay. So now let's go into this view area. And we'll start on the left. Why I got rid of all my stuff because I knew I was going to need to, and I guess I should turn my light on because, we got a storm making things so dark and difficult to see. Like, really dark. And of course, it's dark. Ooh, look at the trails on the butterflies. I don't remember them having trails before, but that probably would have be because it would cost too much frame loss, which is definitely killing my frame rate right now. Like, it definitely makes a difference there. Oh man, is this dark. They really changed the atmospherics on this for the storms, because it usually wouldn't be quite as dark, but this is really dark feeling. And nothing here. Alright, so we'll go up here. Guess I need to keep my jetpack active so I can see when the technology block happens that causes our stuff to shut down. And of course we do have a golden crate right here at the end. So there is the new golden crate. I guess I gotta do a small update to the video. They have to go double check all the crate locations again. Well, the cenote I know is there, as I can see it. And this, and if you want a lot of golden frogs, they're up here. I don't think I'm gonna get quite well. Maybe, oh, there we go. Kind of a little goofy doing it, but I did get up there. Can I get this way? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, I can't, but I'm also stuck. I kind of. I'm not falling. Can I build something right here? Yeah, that's all I need. I just need that, right? Like, yeah, right there. Need something. Nope. Nope, I think it's blocking me from going any higher right here, because I should be able to go... Yeah, there's a physical wall type effect there. I can't go past it. Oh, well. Alright, so golden crate in the new area. When you come up to this, it's this one between the little 3-leaf clover. So there's one golden crate. I still plan. I gotta get up there. I gotta be able to walk on top of this. That's a given. I have to do it. There has to be a way I can finagle myself up to the top. Or just, you know, use the jetpack. Because obviously we were supposed to be able to get up here. There's a crate. And a lovely little view. More fog effect with the atmospheric, you know, look from a distance. And you can see the water effect going. Alright, let's see if I can go to this. And I can make it to part of it. It goes through the cave there. All right, now this is where we get tricky. If I can get over there. Let me turn my thing back on so I can see. All right. Again, I've been back to playing Satisfactory, so I'm thinking in terms of Satisfactory, I'd build a couple platforms out and then use my the survey tower to get a better view and basically climb up and jump from there. Do I have any water? Of course I don't. Why would I get water out here? Ooh. Oh, that's different. It did walk me down the edge. It didn't just drop me flat off the edge. It's like I stepped downstairs. Okay, yeah, I can make it over there. Question is, could I make it from somewhere in that direction? What's that direction? Right there. That's above the arches. There might be a way up from the arches to come over this way and come down. I want to build upwards so I can move quicker and just kind of jump it. I just got to be able to get to that spot. Let me get one more. Problem with the jetpack is if I do... Well, let me make sure it stops stuttering too. If I do the jetpack, it tends to want to drop you straight down instead of letting you kind of fall. But there we go. Got it. I made it. If I see a crate, then I know you were expected to be up here. I'll have to move quickly. Actually, I don't. I just remembered I don't have to move quickly. I can just build this. Go drop stuff off and get some water. No, Astromedica is not the clone I was thinking of. There's a... Astromedica is space style, you know, I mean, you're out in space. There is a Subnautica looking clone that literally is water based. Like, it looks like somebody just almost cloned Subnautica. It's got the same bioluminescent creatures. Like, at one point, people thought this was kind of a Subnautica clone just because you got a tool there that does a similar effect. But no, this game I'm thinking of, and again, I can't remember the name because I just saw it briefly. It literally screams like Subnautica. You know, it's like Minecraft, and then you look at Creativeverse, and you're like, this is Minecraft, just slightly different visuals. And here we go, out of the map again. Like I always like to do. Just go explore where no player is supposed to explore. Now, I don't see a golden crate up here. So, yeah, I'm not supposed to be up here. But that's okay. Because I wanted to be. I know where I want to go now. I'm going to go over this way. Use my lovely jetpack. Get over here, because we got this little rock intersection here. Let's take a look. Also, there's one over there, yeah. Could be a fun little spot for a scenic base build. You know, it's a new area. I could always go and build a quick base out here. Not like I don't have the supplies. I kind of feel like I want to do that there. It's not as high up, but be a cool place to kind of build around that, like using that upper level and then the lower level for like a lower structure, then the big structure there. And just, you know, you gotta teleport. You have to have a teleporter on the ground so I don't fall and have to make a long trek back to get up there. Ooh, I could do a garage type thing. Now that feels almost like I could, like you're meant to come up this way if you can get up to that point. Because it has that ledge, or that little incline look. Yeah, this could be fun right here. I mean, I'm not taking advantage, well, actually, could take advantage of the big open area, put like a tree spreader. One, not to go overboard and have like, you know, trees where you can't move. But tree spreader, some of the animal houses there, and, you know, just have some animals wandering around. It's like your own little private space farm. I kind of like the idea of doing that. I did it. That's not super tall. That should be easy enough to be like, I'm gonna build here, and then I could build something down to there, like a, it says, ooh, use like a platform approach and just do like steps that lead down this little area, put like some plant pots and such, like a little patio type of thing. You know, I could do that right there. I think we gotta do a base today. Plus, we've got plenty of time left. I did find a new golden crate, so what's that? That's gotta, I gotta be looking visually through like the top of the cenote or something. I'm jumping. I want to see where it takes me. Yeah, I caught falling through the roof of the cave. I know I can't get back out now. Oh, maybe I can't even get down there. Somewhere I gotta, there's a break I can use to get through. No, that's a, like I got a ceiling above me now. I do it there. I'm back in the normal world. I will say this game does seem to have more ways to get outside the normal map areas than most games I've played. They do seem to have more places where I just find my way outside the restrictions than other places. Like Subnautica, you just go out into the void. You just keep going as long as you don't get destroyed by the ghost leviathans. And then occasionally, I know when there's one, I say live streams when I was doing it, we were I glitched and saw a hidden area. Or maybe it wasn't. I was looking for some place and I saw a hidden area, and we dug into it using the terraformation tool, the terraform gun in that one, and I built a base inside this leftover cavity from development, and then something changed here. I went too far out of the area, or another patch happened, and it closed my entrance back up, and I lost my base. Or I just didn't feel like having to dig back in there to get to it. But yeah, I do seem to have more places I find a way to get out of in this game than most other games. Which is fine. This is a fun one to go and just kind of get lost in the surrounding map area. It doesn't, like, you don't get stuck so badly it kills you, or you know, lose like a bunch of work, lose stuff. All right, let me dump stuff. And I am running out of room again. I need to see, what is this place? Oh, the base, the cinematic base that or cosmetic base I never finished. I just started throwing stuff up here to kind of, I was trying to do something nice with it. I just could never commit to a really nice setup here. I'm not a fan of the giant dome that much. The mega dome just does not feel very mega to me. So that's fine. We'll go grab goodies. Oh yeah, it's the rounded glass floor. That's one of the new buildables. Metal arch. Might want to play with that a little bit before I go, so I know what I'm building. But I do like the metal arch kind of thing for creating like a little walkway. That could be fun. The metal arch with a, you know, well, obviously it's kind of meant more for like a vehicle, maybe. You know, that's what it kind of feels like. It's a very big archway. Hey, yeah, doing that does help. That's a big archway, but it's a nice touch visually. I like it. That if you found that game, it's not Exonaut. I don't think that's it, but there is another one. I saw something of that was. It's got a demo for it. I want to say, I think is one reason it caught my attention was because it does have a demo. And they're supposed to be coming out, I think, somewhere around the same time that Subnautica 2, or, you know, I think Subnautica 2 says Q2 26, and this says the same Q2 of 26. So it's like somebody aiming, I guess, hoping to grab some attention of the whole Subnautica hype going on, you know. Like, oh yeah, here's another game that's kind of like Subnautica. Let's check it out too while we're waiting on an update. Whether that game ends up being good or not, you know, it just depends. You know, sure, a lot of people when they first looked at Subnautica, tried playing it, they think it would be very good, and then look what happened. All right, I'm gonna build. Just doing this way. All right, so 3 of them. I feel like I do. Maybe kind of want to do a mega dome out there for something, but or maybe just do this. Do like this one out there or something. That might be the teleport room entrance into the rest of the base. And then we're going to need a bunch of iron. Actually, I'm going to put down the... I'm just going to go ahead and take that stuff. Iron. We'll take all the iron I can. And... those. Tell you, I'm still... Craft from containers is still just the primo mod for me. Makes it so much easier to grab stuff, not have to go and track it down. Okay. This is where it would help to have a way to go further out on this. I can't zoom out. It's not that I'm aware. Okay, so I need to have a foundation so it doesn't get... I don't want to build under, you know. And of course, also, we're limited to north, south, east, west on this. You know, I can't rotate it. It's north, south, east, west. So we're going to kind of go in this direction. Which is fine. If I build far enough back over there, I won't glitch into any terrain, won't run into any terrain problems. Though I might... well, yeah. Kind of like the idea of having this area filled out. Okay. So... this will work. I can make this work. And then just do... like... this. Create that structural support look for it. So I think this is basically I want to do is the back end for the base. Obviously, I don't want it hanging out too much, so I'll build over here a bit and try to get it. There. That covers almost where we need it to go. And I'll throw... gotta remember that the size is not exact on these. Okay. So yeah, I need to go ahead and do another row. This. That actually works pretty well. I've got an outside edge, and that kind of hangs. You go to the back, it's got a little overhang on the back. Like, okay, we're gonna put some windows out there or something like that. I don't need to walk out that way, or maybe I do want to put it out there where I can walk around the back as well. You know what? We'll do that. I'm already out. Okay, now where's my... there it is. I'm gonna move this so I don't have to go looking for it. That was iron. I'm not sure about these random stutters. I know it's gotta be a mod. I'm just not sure which one. It may be something with... it could be the stacking mod that's causing it. Because it's having to render in certain things, but then it doesn't do it when I come to this. It's fine. Right there. Right now, I'm going to do this all the way here. You know, I'm gonna do this setup, like right here where it connects out, and I'm use this as the teleport spot, but also, maybe I'll do this one. I like the idea of maybe throwing in the corners like that, and making this all like having a full glass floor in one of those right now. Can't remember, is this all glass too? No, it's not. So I could do this with a full glass floor, the squares and the corners, the rounded corners, and it leads into this. So I'll need, and I want that to be open so I can actually see this guy come out. All right. This is gonna be the fun part, lining this up the way I want. Okay. Let's just maybe I don't need to go quite that far back. Oh. Oh, come on. All right. From this side. About that. Hey, nice little bit of room at the back, at the front, plenty of room. And then snappy? Yes. Okay. For now, we'll throw a door here. And we'll take this out. And, you know, I'll move it later. Put it here for now, because I'm not sure how I'm going to do the doorway. I may have a doorway here instead of here. I'm thinking this will be the door that leads to a little path that walks down to a little, like, down below patio type thing. And then I'll put in, of course, the glass floor. And I want to have nothing obstructing the glass floor, so... Oh, I used up the titanium I needed for that one. Okay. We're gonna keep that. That actually not rounded. Oh yeah, is that? Nope. There we go. Okay, so that. It's not perfect, but I can make it work. Oh, come on, you can place there. I know you can. I don't care. You think that I can't. It can go there. All right. I also still have disabled build constraints installed for this reason, because sometimes it gets really goofy. Why some stuff blocks you from building and other stuff is like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can build here all you want. Hey. Yeah, I think I'll do the door like that. That. Oh, and they fixed the purple thingy where it shows like a purple wall. That got fixed. Okay. Then what we'll do is I'm gonna put that right there. And if I've got it, do well, don't, but put a window there just going out, and then you come in. And I feel like I want a door, apartment door there. Yay, you walk in, you got that. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'm not the biggest fan of the interior stairs because of alignment stuff, but I may actually use the interior stairs here. Like throw them at the back. Like here's the stairs going up. See, we get a nice, well, from here I get a nice visual. Not as nice right there. That, you know, we'll have that up here. Oh. I just thought of something. You mentioned Subnautica. Subnautica has observatories. probably make a observatory effect with that kind of setup. So we might be doing another one of those off to the side. And I'm going to do another one of those. I think for separation, we'll have to do like this. Actually, you know what? I'm going all in. We're going to do that. Somehow I still have stuff for arches, I think. Yeah, I don't know how many arches I need, but we'll throw something on there. I'll figure out the use for that. And door-wise, I think, yeah, we'll do some doors inside, so I need at least 2 doors for that. And you know, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of cobalt. Just easier. Let me go grab a stack or so of cobalt. All with, I got plenty of iron, plenty of everything right here. So, yeah. I'll make sure I don't accidentally deconstruct the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, wrong thing. Wrong one. It's okay. Yeah. So now I'm thinking observatory style. Yeah, we got that there. That's going to be kind of the welcome room. You teleport in, and then, you know, observatory is at full glass all around in Subnautica. So I want to do kind of that same vibe. I'm going to do connectors like this, so it's not just right up to this. And yeah, it's going to be floating. That's kind of how the Subnautica observatories do. And then I'll fill it, each one, with the glass flooring. So you go in, you got this view down, which granted may not be the best view because of the terrain right here. I may have to move it further out, actually. Actually, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move them further out. If I can get up here. Let's I'll just take that for now. I don't know if I actually have enough titanium to do more. I do. Because of that observatory. Nope, I got enough. Okay. Let's see how far. Still not quite far enough. This is where I want to do it, where I can basically build the foundation underneath and have it be a support down below. I feel like that is about where I want the foundation to go, at least. Oh, the foundation snaps to the underside. Oh, okay, I was wrong. That may actually be the best quality of life improvement yet. The fact that the foundations finally snap to the building. That may be it. That might be the king quality of life improvement right there. I cannot believe it's taken that long, but it has finally happened. We actually can snap to the underside of that. Oh, that is awesome. That makes things so much better, and I am out of titanium. I'll try 1 or 2 more on that and see how that looks. If that's fine, then I'm going to build the other one out the same way. Probably just grab all the, like, just an inventory full of stuff at this point. There we go. That one. Take this out. And we'll go. Whoa, whoa. Ah. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, that's gonna have a full view down of everything. That's fine. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3. Number 4 has got the support, and then 5, 6. Oh, let's see how this one looks. The support may go in a different spot, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll throw that. Okay. Oh, I could. That actually will work in the same spot, so I can make it symmetrical if I can get up there. Oh, it's like right at the end. I know it's gonna, as soon as I click, it's going to move slightly. And I totally missed that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Like I said, as soon as I get there and I try to click, it's gonna move just slightly enough to not snap. And I don't think that snapped. No, it did not snap. There we go. You gotta make sure your targeting is steady. Can't tell if he's dreaming. I keep hearing like a almost. Actually, okay, you know what? Never mind. It's just the soundtrack, like almost like his chirping sound when he's dreaming. But nope, he's over there just not doing anything. He's just sitting over there like, don't bother me. And he realized I was talking about him. Yep, I'm talking about you. Yes, isn't that such a great thing, Jenny? I mean, well, it's always been a problem. The foundations did not align with the rooms. You know, they always did not align together, and now you can actually snap the foundation to it. That's huge. That's something I have been asking about for a long time. That's been a major request. All right, for now, I think the easiest way, well, I'm going to do the stairs in the end. The easiest way is just go ahead and do the ladders to get up here. Yeah, I'm going to make this into like a full glass window hallway for that. That's it. Well, am I wrong? Did this not work a minute ago? My targeting is way off now. Okay, that works. I know it worked with that. It worked with this one, right? This is the one to have it with. This is the room to have the full glass floor with. And we got a stutter. Yeah, that works perfectly. It does not want to work in this one. Why? Do I have to do that one? I don't want to do that one. Yeah, nice glass windows all the way along. I might do the floor right here just as, you know, you get to the end, but that's what I want to do here. I want to have the floor glass and the roof glass. I don't want to have to do, I want the dome look. I don't want the other thing. Hang on, you know what? I know I tested it on this one. Did I not test it on this one? I swear I put it on this one at one point. Can I build? No, I can't. I need silver outlet, of course. It's gonna be disappointing if I can't do the full glass floor. That's a definite additional fix. There's something not working right if you can't do the glass floor on that one. That's a definite something got overlooked kind of thing. I'll grab some silicon. I'll grab more cobalt because I'm gonna make a bunch of windows. Okay, so that if I turn on the override build constraints, I can build it wherever. I just can't snap it. I swear it worked. I know I did this at one point. We're gonna test this. Okay, it snaps right in. Snaps right in. All right. Now we're gonna just put this one randomly over here. Won't snap in. So there is a flaw here. Something did not get translated over on that, because that's the first one that should have it. The other one, no. That you should be able to do a glass floor in there if you want glass all around, you know? That's gonna be disappointing. All right, you know, I'm gonna get the windows done, and I guess I'm gonna swap these out for the flat one. No dome, no fancy, no bubbles, flat. Got a big flat top on it. Oh yeah, look at the sky. I mean, just the changes to the sky. That is why I want like that scenic view type setup for here, because it's just got a good spot. It's got open sky, and we're gonna have a good look down the ground. That this approach with this room gonna be uglier, but it will do that. Oh, you know, actually, I wonder if the Mega Dome would let you do that in there now. We could go. That would be something else. The Mega Dome, and use. Granted, the curve is not going to be right, but have that where you could go in the Mega Dome and build a glass floor, at least sections in there. I'll do it all on the ceiling, so at least get that. I'm not out. Oh, I'm out of titanium. Okay, well, yeah, look at that. That's why we should have the glass view and the other one with the dome. And I gotta do something else they missed. The living compartment curve. Where's the curved living compartment, guys? I need a curved living compartment window. I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to build this whole, you know, interconnected thing. That's the point of using this. I want to have that, the glass. They need to fix that. They have to fix that. That's a oversight. We can't have a curved window. Then I need, you know, like to go with the rounded floor, I need to be able to put the rounded floor in that. Just saying. That's the way it's gotta be. You know, titanium, yeah, of course. That uses titanium, the other one uses iron. You know. gotta help me decide what tree do I want to put down below in the area with the tree spreader. It needs to be one that's not gonna like overtake visually. I don't want to do the tall redwood trees, because that will just, I mean, it'll overtake everything as far as the visuals. What the? Oh no! I swear I thought I had enough cobalt. And I think I should have finished on this one, right? Didn't finish. Yeah, I didn't finish. Yeah, if I put like redwood trees, all I'm going to see is like treetops. So I need a good tree to put in a spreader down there to spread around. Just one spreader. I'm not going to do a crazy number of them. I just want to do one, because we saw what happened that time I did a whole bunch of them. I'll say it was here. I had to take it out because I had put them all in a grid right out here, and it got so thick I could not get in there, and I had to literally try to fly up over them to get into the middle area to take them apart because the trees were so thick. And I never did go and finish up any of the farms over there. There we go. Let's sort. You know, I haven't really used any, but okay. That, and I'll go ahead and take some more of this. It's not like I don't have enough. Food. But let me see how this is going. Oh yeah, yeah, that's so much better, especially the stacking mod with that. Come on, how much space you get for your Isle of Genetics? It's so much easier to manage that. That's great. Snapping the foundations is still better, but I mean, that helps a lot, you know, the genetics thing. Alright, I'm gonna get all of these done at least. There's the roof and the floor. All done. And I think I'm gonna leave it open on the hallway side. I'm gonna put a door here, so you go through and you're walking out to the observatory. No point in closing that off, and I might put the, you know, glass floor there. But yeah, we come out here, we got a nice, lovely view down below. It's like an observatory in Subnautica. I need trees to put there. And I need different trees to put here. We got our stuff we could do there. So we got 2 areas to spread some flora around. That definitely felt more like Subnautica, running down a long corridor to get to that little observatory at the end. So you have enough distance out to get a good visual. Alright, now... if I can make... well, I don't have any aluminum. Of course, I didn't bring aluminum. I mean, this is already... I'm liking that. We're going to get very decorative on the inside. And the idea of a outdoor patio type of thing. There we go. Some aluminum. And also, this was going to be... also, do I want to do a ramp, the slope, or do I want to do actual stairs? Like down there. Actually, you know what? The ramp is still... well, it lines up. It does line up. But it feels a little weird doing that kind of thing. The stairs at least has the feel of there being... you know, something. It's just you got to do the foundation underneath. I wonder if they fix the stupid snapping thing on this. You know, we had happening before. No. There. That. Okay. Yep, looks like they finally fixed the stupid snapping thing with the stairs. There's still kind of like a bump effect to it, but at least you don't get stuck. And then I guess we'll have to go and walk out a little bit more and down. Do it like right there. Yep. That's right. That's right. Yep. So walk out. And just keep going down here. Also, you can build from the top down. You used to have a problem doing that. Well, I could just do the stairs. It just seems weird with the fact that there's like a railing look and it's just kind of floating there. Or, well, there's feet on them. And, you know, just kind of be like, hey, the feet are just kind of sticking out in open air. Feels like it would look weird. Yes. Let's see. If I go height-wise, that will cover over here pretty nicely. But right there, no. Okay, so if I do that, then we get, oh yes, just above that. Is that going to, yes it is. I like it when things just kind of work out. Alright, that's enough for the moment. Now I'm gonna try it going the other direction with the, well, yeah, let's do it. Can I build from this direction and not have a problem? Oh, there's a little bump, but otherwise it works. So, don't need that. Okay, so, ooh, I just noticed a rounded fence for our rounded spots that we have, you know, because we got so many of these that are rounded. Let's see if this is still not aligned. It actually is aligned less, like it's one or the other side. It's not centered anymore. Nope. It used to be centered. I mean, I could rotate it freely off of this. You know, I could do the cardinal direction snap, but there's also this. But it's not, it used to be aligned straight on that middle line there, and it's not now. And they still don't exactly like line up where they line up to the foundation. So they didn't change this or give us one that actually lines up with the foundations. And I'm going to do a railing along it because I don't want to have that right here fall off, you know, but yeah. That feels like it would be better slightly rotated right there, you know, like that, but it wouldn't line up just right. You know what? I'll take this out just to try it. If I line it up like that, it kind of does. Kind of works to that spot. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo these. It's not great. I mean, where's our right angle one, you know? Just straight right angle, you know, to the corner. Like a corner, not rounded corner, but a straight corner piece. Thinking like No Man's Sky having, or something where we do like, instead of the full rail, do a half rail. So it's just this, you know, maybe rounded on the corner here too, but it's that. So I could then be like, corner, corner. It might dip a little bit over this way, or quarter rail, you know. Also, again, I'm not sure why they got it where it's not lining up exactly anymore, but that's weird that the railing is now slightly offset. I'm not even gonna try to fill in between on that. You try to walk through the railing to get out of it, then hey, that's on you. And here we go, a little patio area. We'll do some planter pots and such as that to have like a nice little vibe, some seating. Then you come back up here. There's not really much to do over here except walk around and look, but you know, if you want to, you can. And then what I went back for, not sure which direction that's actually aimed, but I'll find out. Go here. Yeah, I need to flip that. It feels weird with the stairs. Honestly, it feels weird with the stairs being like here and opening here. But also feels weird like the idea if I walk in here and I come out here. But I think that's the way I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it. Okay, there. Yeah. When it's green, because it's snapping, can't see the inside of it. And I forgot that that does not work with, you know, it goes from one floor to the next. I'm gonna have to do something different on the next floor. I think how I can do that. And now I don't know where to put these. The metal arches, if we could resize them, that would be nice. I don't know where to, I guess I could put them the patio area. Kind of like decorative railings. Plants. Okay. Tree pot. We're gonna do some tree pots. Thinking like corners. No, not bonsai. We're gonna do there. Little flower pots. Okay. And I need an outdoor seating type of thing. I don't think how I'll do. I mean, couches, sure. I'm not sure why you'd have a couch outside, like without removable, you know, cushions, so you can take them in out of the rain kind of thing, wash them type thing, but we'll go with it. So since we don't have a, assuming that it's not an unlock we get from, you know, the exploration, I just thought about, in fact, maybe I can unlock it from here. Jetpack for vehicle. Okay, well, we're ordering the jetpack for vehicle. I didn't even think about looking here. I don't have anything else, so the only thing is the jetpack for vehicle, which is not a problem. I've got 5.5 million tokens. It costs a whopping 17,000. Yo, I kind of forgot I was making tokens constantly because I turned off the notifications. And it's still going from the other, from Millennia and all that. I forgot about having all those going. I don't know. We don't have a rounded corner sofa with smart fabric. We can't customize, so that's always gonna be blue. Oh yeah, big. That's what I need actually. Not those. Well, maybe we can do like 4 of them, but that's what I really need is At least those. I kind of like the idea of the customizable sofas. Doing like those. I'll take a couple of corner pieces. And we'll eat. Let's go. I think I'm actually pretty good on the way this is set up now. Of course, this does not get glass flooring either, which is why I have an open space under it. So I could put glass flooring in here too. So hopefully that does get fixed. But yeah, that's fixed. And oh, that's gonna be a problem there. I didn't even think about that. I may have to rotate this actually, so it sticks out like that, and do it one on each side. So it's gonna look goofy at the back, unfortunately. Or I stick with the ladders, which may end up being what I do. Is I just stick. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with ladders. I still don't like the way that's done. We should have like a better variation of that. I mean, the thing is, it's if I do it like here, do it here. This is 3 wide, that's 2 wide, so it doesn't mix. Alright, I'm gonna have to rethink that. Like, seriously. For now, we'll go down this way and we'll do the patio. I at least want to get that done. Starting with this, which I apparently used all my silicone up because I don't have any now. Alright, I'm gonna grab it. I don't want to try and line this up without having those arches in place, so I want to make sure that's going to fit. Also, I'm going to do a fountain down there as well. We'll have that. That's something we should have out here. I probably will make this a little bit bigger, I think. Let's just see how the arches line up. Okay, that's actually perfect. Except for the fact that I have this kind of, you know, if I put it here, it's going to go into the wall there. So I do need another row out here to get away from the back stone wall. Okay. What? Okay, so it will line up to each other, but it's gonna do that. I don't know. Okay, so all right, so that's gonna have to go further out because I. All right, we'll start on this side. I want to use these now. I want to make them part of this. All right, so that works. It goes right there. And so with this, I can't go in the middle without... Well, no. That's letting me do it. It's letting me crisscross them there. And yeah, my build constraints are off. So it was something with, I guess, the terrain was causing the problem. It looks a little funny that they are crisscrossed, but it also kind of works for me in a way. So... yeah, we'll go with that. And then I'm at least gonna do like this. I brought 4. I should have brought more than that. We gotta see how that lines up. that lined up. That one's too far out. Nope, that's slightly over. Actually, I think I'm going to bring these in just a little bit. Too far. I still wish we could have like a grid system for this. You know, like it would actually show a grid alignment from like a certain point. So you can measure out like how many grids away or grid intersections away from the edge is it. Instead, I'm having to count how many times I move in. And you know, it's... Well, just put one here. And that one measured differently. All right, that's lined up. Did I do another arch? That will fit right? No. Okay, yeah, it must be the terrain there that's causing that problem. Yeah, it's that terrain. It's fine, I'll just put that there. And, alright, so we got a little something going. I did the big ones, trees, and I did 4 of them. And I'm thinking probably should rethink that. And this, I'm going to line into corners. See, I'm getting it right up to the edge on each side. And did I bring 3 tree things? Apparently or 4? No, I brought 3. I need a 4th one. So I need water. Apparently I squeezed through there still, so that's a problem. Okay. Eat. Drink. And yeah, I need another tree thing. Have to go outside. Yeah, it's gonna be a big tree. Tree seeds. We still gotta come up with what I'm going to do for a tree root, tree seed. Triots, no. Yeah, redwood, no. That's gonna take up way too much room. Wish it would show an image of them, so I could, you know, remember. I know redwood is redwood, big redwood trees. I'm trying to remember what all I had here. Let's see, that's the, yeah, that's just the tree seed, tree root. I have a tree spreader somewhere here. I was trying to remember where. Or no, that's where I put them. No, that's not tree spreaders. That's the ecosystems doing that. So, yeah, I don't remember which ones, but that's not back yet. Oh, returns in 0 seconds. All right. I can't remember. I don't have it here, obviously. I'm feeling like I want to order that the other tree seed there, just to see what it is like. Rosea. You know what? I've got enough. We'll do 4, because if I like it, then I'll need 4 of them. So, And we got a vehicle upgrade, so I can teleport it back here. Let's try. Actually, I probably should go ahead and do. Oh, now it doesn't show. Oh, it shows when you don't have the crafting open. Interesting. Okay. But I can still go up here. Yeah, okay, inventory is open, so I got silicon. You know, let me grab some more. I'll know I'll run out. I need 2 iridium. Obviously, I'm a little low on that. And then 1 obsidian, which I have plenty of. Okay. Yeah, alright, let's take those, and what was I did? That's recycled. Okay, you know what? Well, wait. What did I? Yeah, supply everything. All right, so we'll just dump that in. That's gonna be my auto recycler. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't have anything else in there. I haven't been using it because I didn't like the vehicle, but we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're gonna bump that in. Oh, and I probably should use that to unlock it first. Go. All right, now I'll see what it costs. Coming from other games, you know, you get it, and now it's the actual. You can go ahead and, you know, just install it. Versus here, you gotta build it. Rocket engines, I have plenty of those. And where's the over here? Yeah. 1 solar quartz. And I need 1 explosive, which I think I'll just have to go and that's biolab, right? Yeah. I still don't get biolab part of that, but okay. All right, now jetpack. Oh, and it actually gives us, well, the jet engine's there, and then what looks to be a hover engine. So the hover, and that helps to lift, and once you get into the air, those rotate so that you fly with them. So yeah, regular jetpack, and then well, you know, help if I put it in there instead, take the air one out. That. So now we're gonna drive it for a second. Oh, and we got well, the boost thing. And there is a small forward when you first do it. See that? I'm moving forward more at the beginning, but then it goes into the vertical. And it actually doesn't rotate them to do that, but we can do that. It's a good thing we don't have to use fuel with this, but that is not fast. And you see the limited height it has. So no, you're not going to use this to fly up the side of the mountain up to the top of that like super easily. Also just very slow. But I gotta try it now. Whee! Yeah, that's interesting. That definitely helps, I think, with the mobility. But still not enough for me to use it versus just the jetpack. The only reason I can see that being useful is it's good to drive it, if you have it with the inventory logistics upgrade, which is the other thing I was thinking of doing earlier, adding this, meaning I can, and the inventory size increase means even if you're not using the stacking mod, you can the item stacking mod, you can throw what you need in there so that you say, hey, I want to supply everything, and outside of maybe the range, the distance to come pick it up, your drones should come and basically take everything out of it, and you have a way to travel for a while without running out of space. Especially good if you're not using the stacking mod. Let me take that out, and thinking about the inventory increase. Well, and the speed increase. I guess should try that before we're done. Go all the way up. For now, let's get back to building. And then you go in here and you say everything. And that way it sends everything back for you as you go explore. That's the one thing I find that is being useful, especially, when you move to a new world, get the supplies, maybe before you leave to go to a new planet. Like, you start on Prime, you get everything set up, you reach the max terraformation, you want to go to Humble because you bought Humble as well. Craft those modules and put them in your storage so you can then use the exchange shuttles when you go to the new planet to request one. Like, say, I want to order this, bring this back with you, and that way you'll get that brought to with the exchange shuttle. You don't have to worry about actually crafting it on the new planet, and you just take the supplies to maybe craft the rover, and then craft it. You got the rover plus jetpack, inventory increase, maybe the infinite oxygen too, and the shipping. So now you take, like I have done with when I go to a new planet or to the moons, take the stuff so you have at least 2 drones, and you build a drone station so you have some automation already. And with that, you actually have it where you can explore. It'll be slow with only a couple of drones, but you could have enough to have that start at least. Oh, you know what? We gotta do a fireplace out there for nighttime. And I feel like the fountain maybe is not the best thing to put out there. We'll just do a fireplace for nighttime, go sit out there and have a little bit of a fireplace type setup going. I've got the tree seeds ordered. Trying to think still if there's anything else I want to get. I want to add some more. Yeah, we'll do 4 more at least, or I will take them and see how I feel about the alignment on the patio. Go ahead and set the fireplace dead center. So that gives me a placement for sofas, which I only have enough for really 2 sofas right now because smart fabric, I don't have a lot of it. It's fine. Not like a big deal for me to have that. That's not exactly center, but it's more centered on this side than the other. So I'll have to go and make another smart sofa thing. I'm going to extend them out. 1 more on each side, 2 on that side. I don't think I want to wrap it around. That feels... That's off. That's not centered. It looked centered. It's not. It's also still not centered. I think they changed something with the foundations that they... No, there we go. I got it. So I need that to feel centered. So where go that side. And let me just take this out because I know that's centered there. How far back is this going to go? That's going to take it a lot further back. So if I do it like that, but not centered, I go out a little bit more, like that, and then pop. Well, it would help if I lined it up, I guess. Yeah, that would help, you know, the way it was before. Not snapping. That looks about right. So if I put it there, I think that's actually not snapped. It's not. Okay. I'm gonna bring this in closer then. Like that with the line. So let's try it. This. The corners will be, unfortunately, blue because we don't get a customizable corner. And then that will be just probably just one more right there, actually. That got a dirty look to it versus that one. Yeah, gotta go here to change color. I don't know if I want to do red. Yeah, I guess we'll do red for now. And let's copy and pasta. It's too bad you can't change those. Oh, but it'll be red and blue. It's all right. It works. You come out here, you have a little sit down with your friends, kick your feet up. You know, still gotta have your helmet on, even though we got oxygen everywhere. But, alright, we got that. We'll put the trees in. So now I brought additional flower pots. I'm thinking the corners will be nice to have just... like that. And just do a flower pot on each one, and then... railings, that's where all of my silicon went, right here, like that. Yeah, it does not line up friendly with that, but it's okay. Ooh, actually, yeah, I could do another one on each side here. Ooh, well, you know, to line that side at least. There we go. And then one more like that. That lines up a little bit better. I don't think I want to have that many flowers on every side, but maybe I should. Because that is way more open there because of that. Well, that I just see why it's more open, because that is not lined up in the right spot. I lined it up on that side, not for this side. I got it. Yeah, this gonna need another one there. That's fine. Tree. Yeah, that looks nice. Get one more smart sofa. Oh, and I brought, yeah, the flag. It's not an inventory thing. I know that. There's randomized lag happening. Tree. There we go. So 4 of those, and we still got this one back here. I almost feel like I just want to take that out and maybe do a light setup back here. You know, something like right here that just kind of aims in this area like that. Of course, it automatically goes to my last color. I want to have it not as bright. Not so much the color, just less brightness to it. Yeah, that's work. Sit down, you got a nice view, you got some flowers there. Enjoy the archway. Then you can always come here, stand on the rail. And if you want a really good look, you go up here to the observatories, which still leaves room right here for some stuff. I may scale that back, actually. That might be... And I'm out of iron. Yes, I'm out of iron. Okay. Or no, let's... you know, I did the fountain, right? Yeah, up there. Well, out of that stuff. I feel like the fountain might be a good one to put here. You know, there's something kind of out here. If you want to come up here, we got some extra railings. You come stand over here. You got a view of the ruins. You view down below. Kind of an interesting view there. And we'll come over this way. Same thing. We'll just build out and have another view there. And it's just enclosed with railings for that. And intended you walk out this way, not coming from this side. So yeah, railings there and then out and around. I think I'll do that. And then that's the support there for this side. Obviously, I feel like I need a support thing somewhere else. I might build the supports up on this side, like come up that way right there. So it has a wall effect sort of thing going. And then all this, come out here. Get another nice view of all the pools out there as you walk in. You come out here. Bam! Yeah. Like that's a good little scenic thing for that. And then come back in here. We teleport. And just because I don't know how I want to call it. I guess I need to see what the new name is for that biome. For that area, what it's being called. So somebody has looked in the code, you know, update stuff to see what it's being called. Get some seeds. Oh, the seeds were picked up already. Of course they were. I thought I didn't have those. No, I don't. It's just automatic. It was already set in there to move them here, I guess. I put them in at some point. That's 600%, so I like that aspect a little better. I do kind of want to see what the visuals are for when you put them out. Oh yes, we need flowers. I know what Tuska looks like. Volnus. I actually got a lot of Volnus. I'm not the biggest fan of the look for that, though. You know, it looks better when it's in the pot than that, but I've already used those here. And it's not a matter of the, you know, that. I want something. Oh, maybe that would work, though. For the contrast, the Arima, that purplish look, the Volnus has that more very dark kind of look. No, we do have another plant, right? We do have one I don't have. A flower I have to buy. I think, Rosea tree seeds. There one? No. No, it's just eggs, larvae I've got. Okay, so it wasn't that. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm not sure how many I want to do. You know, I'll just take all of them. Just do that. We'll see how it works out. And we have to figure out what to name this place. If you got a name other than the biome, tell me what you think a good name for this location. And I forgot to get the smart fabric, because why would I not? No, we're gonna change that. I like that it's automatically grown at least, so like that, then that, alternating, and then on these, basically what would be an alternating look still. Yeah, I guess we'll do that until I find something I like better for that. And then 3 has to actually grow. Hope it's not going to cause a problem with the archways, but we will find out. Actually, ooh. Don't know if I'm going to keep this. I mean, I could do it right here. Maybe in each corner. Be kind of, well, you know, throw a light stick in the corners. But then if you're sitting here trying to enjoy the night, you got a light there, you know. I won't wait to see what the trees, how they grow and look. And then it might be something I'll throw those here in the corners. Like, which it should keep the last color, so. Was it, yeah, I'll do it on this side, though. Not sure why it's a blue color when it's like a basically an off-white to gray color is what I picked. That one's got the right color. That's got the wrong color on the outside. And I think this is going to end up being an ugly tree. Of course, it's going to be the ugly tree. But yes, nighttime. Look at that. Right there, nice little outdoor patio. Go relax, come back up as the stairs light up. You come inside. Oh, that lovely sky. And we go up and we got the observatory. So now I need a name for this. Like I said, I also need a tree selection for down there. I can get rid of those and those. That's, plant pots are done. Let me organize it. There we go. The smart fabric. Do I have it? I have one less smart fabric. Where is that? That's Biolab. Again, another one I don't get for the Biolab. Seems like a weird place to be. You're gonna make your fabric there. And the fact that this has got its own built-in, you know, the color, the seating and everything, I feel like, yeah, I want to do another. I want to do that up top rather than down there. That would be a good one up top. And I do have some iron. Yeah, that's all I need, so I can do that. Food, more of those. Honestly, I think this is going to look best at night. In the end, really. Let's see, where is that? So I do this because that should be exactly level. It snaps from below, it doesn't snap on top. So you can build down snapping, but you can't build up with snapping. Okay. Little weird on that part still. But I want to do that here now. Don't fall. Yeah, we're gonna take out the build constraints because I want that there. And then that comes out. Now we got matching supports on either side. So fountain, how much room do I want the fountain to have? Obviously, we don't need water splashing you as soon as you walk out the door. That feels like a good size right there. Come up here, we put in some rails. You can walk out and look. We get that nice setup down here. No, actually, I want to test this because I copied the color earlier, but I changed color at one point. So, nope, still paste. So that's good. And I forgot. That's why I had the other one. Okay, I forgot to put that because I needed it there. Yeah, all right. We'll do some smaller plants on the end, I guess. Or, yeah, no. We'll take that out. End table. If this will, yep, it will fit like that. Of course, it doesn't snap, but there we go. We got a little end table on each end. Come and sit down, enjoy the sky at night. Oh, those are actually okay. That's actually gonna be all right. It kind of looked bad, you know. There's a little version, but it looks like it might actually be all right. Ideally, these should be ones that have nice full flowers once they're fully grown. And we're at 34%, so it should be okay. Spacesuit displayer could be kind of fun here. Oh, maybe a little bonsai pot right here. Yeah, could do that. I keep thinking like, you know, No Man's Sky, where I could go in and I can hold control or something, and I can scale it down. I really kind of wish we could do that here, because I would take some stuff and scale it down for here. You know what? Trash can. We don't have to worry about carrying our trash up. So before you head back up, here's a trash can. Yeah, you gotta make a few steps to get to it from over there, but you want to, you know, before you go back up, there's a trash can. I might throw one of the chairs out here, you know, at the end, if you just want to have a little swivel chair. But honestly, I think that's good. The archway makes me think we should have some hanging decorations too now. I was gonna throw that out there. It feels like we should have something we can hang from like the ceiling, rather than just be like on the floor, like something that, you know, you could place on the ceiling of one of the rooms, and now I should be able to hang, like a hanging planter would be great right here, which I don't have. Another little option there, devs, to throw in with a quick update, just a hanging planter, you know, it's like a bonsai pot, but instead it's got little hanging stuff, hangs down. Could be fun. Just that's not too crazy, you know, it's just, you know, a little something. Okay, we've got the supports done. I've got this. Oh, yeah, that's right. I added the lights to it. I guess I will need to do that here. Right, I put the lights on it. You know, actually, no. Instead, we'll do this one, maybe. I'll have to see how it looks at night. I might just add lights out to the edge, or, you know, maybe no lights on this one, because again, you might want to walk out at night on the edge and just enjoy the view. You know, walk over here and just, I might do something down there, you know, nice little view. I don't know what to do up there. I think we're gonna get past the point of the normal stopping time before I get to interior decoration. And you can't exactly swivel the chair anyway, so. So yeah, at least, you know. I'm over here now. I got a base. Yeah, there's my little base. Apparently, I am being obscured by some overhang that doesn't actually show up by my base, because I don't have anything over it. but we're there. You got the ship. I didn't see a way in. You got ruins over there, which don't show. You got other, that's part of the little, apparently now, because I'm over here, it's not showing the same way. I guess when you get closer, this covers up, and then it exposes more of this. That's weird. That's doing that. Yeah, it changes when you get over in that area. The ship gets covered, and that goes away. We'll go back, just to show I'm not crazy. Yeah, see, now the ship is hidden, and that's covered up, but this still exists. That is clearly not there. That rock is not there. But it is still showing it. I guess to hide, well, you can see the a little bit of that there, the structural stuff. And that, once you're here, it shows you. When you're out of the area, it doesn't want to show you. So you can't just see, oh, there's something there. It's, you know what? It's a simple but effective name. Stargazer Outpost. There we go. Stargazer Outpost. Simple. If we come up with something better later, I'll change it. But that's a Stargazer Outpost. And I forgot I had a cannon here too. Cabinets. I need to do this stuff in there, I guess. But there's not the main part of what I'm doing today. Today I want to we're checking out the new update. I feel like we have done that. We have looked at everything pretty sufficiently. Put in there so it finishes that first. And you know, it's the new update. Again, if you want to get the mods, most mods, you know, you're gonna find on Nexus mods, but the vast majority of the Planet Crafter mods are actually stemming from akarnokd. Main modder right there. If you want to get those, you gotta go to the to his GitHub, and again on his GitHub, make sure you get the right version, because he already has the new development branch ones on there at the top on the releases. So if you want to, you know, get mods and you're using the stable branch, you gotta scroll down a bit. Nice changes here to most stuff. You know, we haven't been to all the planets. I was on toxicity at the start of this. We need to go check out my other ones. I need to finish rebuilding that, I guess. Before I go, let me dump all my stuff, because I'm not building now. Apparently the portal broke going from toxicity to hum, or maybe as I went to one of the toxicity places. I can't remember. Let's go humble first. That's got to be something with the game update, because this is consistently on each one. So that's a new visual for the portal transfers. What? I'm missing a platform there, and I don't see those there. I'm assuming, you know, visually it's not rendering maybe those. I get that. But why is it rendering that one, but not that one? I am missing something from down there. That is... Okay, so did it because those are... the rockets are gone. And these are not. Because I don't have enough supplies in them right now. Why are you scattering so much? I get some more of this. Bunch of diggers. Big ones, fat ones here. Okay, ecosystems. I can't remember what that tree is. But that is... whatever the white tree is out here. Nope. Nope. You know, I gotta remember how everything is set up here, because it's all scattered differently. I didn't end up needing that much in the end. I just kept like these because I never did get around to finishing them up because, well, you know, didn't have a problem. Didn't run over. Oh. Rubberoo. Okay, that's not one I was thinking of. Okay, yeah, those. That's, yeah, just the regular plants. Yeah, let's organize there. Quartzes, yeah, because I turned this into my pulsar quartz operation. Oh. I'll leave them. I'm not so worried about that. But yeah, I forgot. I didn't finish building out the storage over here because I just didn't need to. Osmium is empty over here because it's all being produced down below. And then I need overflow or something. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. Last time we played, it was I was working on toxicity. It's been so long since I worried about over here. Okay, plenty of those. That might be what it was. Is I got enough of those. It's just not. What? Okay. It's just not. I'm running out. I guess I just don't have enough in there. What? Oh, well, that might help. You know, taking some of this out because that's trying. You know, I just kind of forgot to come back here, and well, oh, you know, I wonder if that's what it was. I set that to dump down. No, it is dumping over here. Okay, I finally got some osmium going. Maybe it was stuck. Maybe the drones weren't doing their thing. I don't know. I know I got tree spreaders out here. And that's why these trees are spreading all over. Oh yeah, they definitely increase the extent of how bad the storms affect the light. And oh no, yep, this is where I had tree spreaders. I think I switched to redwow because, or a tree spreader. Yeah, I did that. Okay. Oh! They changed some stuff here. This is new. This was not here before. Offline, I got that. Yeah, we can see that. But I don't remember having this, like, you know, art and all that. Oh, yeah, look at all this stuff. It's processing the mushroom stalk thingies. So, wow, look, okay, they filled this in, so now it's like you're fighting to get around everything. And it's not deconstructible. But a bunch of the little rover drone things, and oh, yeah, excuse me, more of these guys. Oh, wait, they changed the map a little bit. Okay, so the lake is not just a big lake anymore. It used to be, it went all the way around this as an island, and now it blends more like a river flowing from over here, which it was doing that before, but we had more of that leading into there. So now there is more of a land part over here, at least as far as I can remember. There wasn't this, because obviously I would have gotten the storage crate and taken that. This was water over here at one point, because it came up to the end and then cut off. Because I remember we had a little bit of ground here, but it wasn't much. Still kind of led into this. I feel like I got slow. Yeah, look at that. There's more wreckage over here. It's like it was a whole operation. Crystals and everything that you obviously cannot do anything with. But that's, yeah, this is new. All this got added. So they did a new biome, but they've also made map changes in some other places that was not in the main discussion part. Feels like this terrain's a little bit different too. They redid some of this because, again, there is a new storage crate there. So this has been slightly retextured. Same as this. That storage crate would not be there. And we've got, oh yeah, path leading up. Where are we going up here? It said you biome in Prime. We found it, and I was just thinking like, oh, that's it. I don't think, I know there was a upper shelf area. I can't remember if we had this or not. That led up. No, I think we had this because I remember coming up. Yeah, I can't remember when it was, but they did add this because I remember this spot with all those guys. Okay, yeah, they did retexture a little bit there because that obviously new crates that were not there previously. Not only do I have to, well, I know there's a new Prime crate. We saw that in the new biome, but now I'm going to have to double check that the golden crates have not moved in these places. Yeah, see the Sulphur Falls area here, that similar visual look to the new area over there, except over there we kind of got rid of the sulfury air quality. So there's some new robot visuals here. Things like that. Yeah, I noticed the terrain changed a bit on toxicity. I'm assuming they probably didn't add much to toxicity because this is the newest one. You know, newest map, probably like, all right, we're satisfied with this for the most part. But that's interesting that they changed Humble. We're gonna go back to Prime, sorry, set, and drop stuff off. Oh yeah, that's an interesting new background visual when you come in at night and it's still trying to load everything. That's a much more visually appealing look to the sky. It really is. They did a nice job with that. Just dump everything in. It should pretty much take most of it out. You know what? I'm gonna take this stuff with me because I know where I want to go now, and I got plenty of that stuff here. So I want to eat real quick and drink. We're gonna skip Selenia and go straight to Aqualis, because I know I can take some supplies over there and drop them off. Oh no, we get a slight visual change now. Maybe it's just the time of day too, because that was less purplish. There we go. All right, and it's definitely a nicer sky visual here, though. Yeah, you see like kind of that nebula look. I guess that's Prime, because this is the ringed moon that we could see in the sky from Prime. And or I gotta try to remember Dropbox. There it is. I mean, you got stuff here. All right, Jenny, we'll see you next week, next weekend. I'm not sure what we'll be doing. We'll be doing something else. I don't think it's enough still to be a full, you know, other than decorating the other base to come back for this, but yeah, a good change to the visuals of the game. So we're getting a good look at it today. Probably just go on to something else, and I'll have to go and recheck all the golden crates, make sure nothing else has changed on them. I feel like the coloring of the terrain is different, like it's a smoother color, and you see a little bit of the dirt type of look there. But I'm not seeing anything that's just right off the bat says, hey, here's a bunch of you know, new structural stuff. I need more drones over here. Are you guys not doing your job? 100, and almost all of them are active. You gotta be making me money. Come on. Your whole point here is to make me money. This is the mega cookie base, which I have way too many rockets, it seems. And I'll just start launching all at the same time because it gets distributed too much. Okay, well, Aqualis was newer. It's not so different from before. Prime is the oldest, so it's not surprising it got a lot. And then Humble is the second oldest, so it got a lot of changes, I'm sure. Or a few changes, you know, new biome for Prime, some new robots and such for Humble. Aqualis and Selenia, probably not much to change because they are from the Moons update, which was what we got before the Toxicity DLC. So, of course, Toxicity probably doesn't get a lot because it's already done. We'll just see some of the visual changes. I definitely loaded in faster with my Tower of Silk. The landscape, it's again, nice water texturing, especially for the waterfalls. Most part, looking down, you don't see it, but you can see a little bit of the wave pattern. Overall, the landscape's just more, it's not so uniform colored in places. And oh yeah, look at that, all my drones. So many drones, so many rockets. I'm still making money. It seems like things have slowed down though. I think I needed to visit every single planet to get all of my stuff actually fired off again, because look at how it is steadily going. There's no way I should have that many rockets sitting here. I think it was stuck, or some stuff was not fully active yet. Okay, I don't have anything in this one. Hang on, this one's getting some stuff in it. Nope. Okay, this one's almost got everything in it. Come on. Okay, also, I'm not looking at the fact that it is $5,794,000. I'm thinking of the fact that these numbers are not increasing as much, like very fast, and I'm forgetting about the fact that it is literally, normally it would be these two numbers that were the ones increasing faster, because I am 5 million. I'm going for 10. I want to get at least 10. Okay, one more digit in there. Yeah, nothing added on these, or it said, you know, as far as no new biome, so maybe these was active. Oh. I do have a lot of rockets that are launched and coming back. Ellie. So I don't know how much I had at the start, because when we did Toxicity, I kind of stopped paying attention to my tokens for a while. Oh, am I launching? I'm launching. Is it this one or that one? It's that one. All right, this one's about to launch. We're gonna ride it up to the sky. Oh, we are going. We are going. I'm going for a ride. A rocket ship on my way to Mars. Oh, it knocked me off. All right, I didn't die. There could be of injury, but I didn't die. Okay, so definitely not redwood trees. And everything else is, again, the moons are new enough not to be affected. Toxicity is new enough not to really be affected by changes. New biome for Prime, because it's the oldest map, and obviously I had the new golden crate, and then we have the new drone, robot placements for Humble. Makes sense to go ahead and give it a little bit of a update, a little refresh. But overall, okay, so the rover jetpack, you gotta go buy it. That's kind of a nice thing that you can go and just buy the jetpack from the trade rocket. There are new generated wrecks, the portal procedural wrecks. I didn't dive in enough to see if this actually got like new unlocks for that, because I've got quite a few unlocks. So we do have some new stuff like the rounded corner fence, rounded glass floor, which unfortunately is not working in the living compartment with Dome for some reason. Don't ask me why it don't work with that. That seems like a major miss on that. Metal arch, I don't remember from previous stuff. The Mega Dome, I still have up there. It's still not my favorite thing to build in. That's for sure. But overall, I like the update. Performance-wise, I'm getting good frame rate in a lot of places. There are some drops, and as you've seen, there's some major stutters here and there where it just seizes up. I don't know what that is causing it, because it's just happening when I'm walking. So it's not an inventory thing. It could be something with the trade rockets, just because I got so many. I can't think of anything else. I'm not running the auto sequence DNA right now, which is why I have so many things sitting here needing to be desequenced, because I've traditionally been having problems with the auto sequence DNA having issues with every 2.5 seconds or so stuttering. But the stacking's working on that, so I'm gonna set the stacking going and let it kind of run. Oh, I set it to extract, and then it did that. That does not look like I got the right count. I put 50 items in, and I got back 32. So it ran out of space for something. So maybe don't put a full 50 items in there. And then also you got to back out for it to do its thing, apparently. So there is a bug with that. But I may try the auto sequence DNA mod, see if it's actually not going to cause any major hang-ups now. But yeah, new biome here. Again, I can't remember it for sure if that osmium cave was there. I feel like it wasn't. That's part of the new stuff, but at the same time, I really don't know. I feel almost like maybe there was an osmium cave. It definitely has that vibe of the cave style and Humble, and really kind of the osmium cave and toxicity. But yeah, if you want to get to the new biome, simplest way to get there, especially I'm sure early, come to the very south end of the map, right over here along the beach, head west around here. You may have to do some building to get up there when the water is missing, but you should be able to get to it. There might be some kind of other barrier there in that time, but you can get there. Other option is probably depending on your terraformation index, if you go into the arches, at the end by the big wreck in the arches, there is a path that opens up into here. That probably is going to be similar to the way the path opens up between, let's see, oh, I've got to find it, between the lake, the starting valley right here to the waterfalls area. You have that little path that opens up once your terraformation gets high enough. So it may be like that. You may not have access to the arches entrance till a certain time. And then the other option is going into the cenote at the bottom as you swim towards the ancient structure area. Right down below that, there's a small spot that leads in to an underwater path that comes out over this way. So from the, make sure I'm pointing at the right spot. Yeah, so if you're right here, I don't know if that's actually the cenote. I think that's part of the waterfalls area. But there's the little cenote area right here. You go down, you go into a little thing that brings you out into this little area through the water. So there's different ways to get in there. Also, if you go through the cave system, you got some explosives you're gonna need over there. But the other ways, it seems to be it just opens up for the most part. But yeah, new biome, new changes like this where you got the nice visual on front of everything. And of course, while I've got a lot of stuff here, I've actually got a scroll bar now. You can reorganize things, and with this, just a quick little click up, click down, you're done. So you can organize stuff. Obviously, you know, this is going to be organized differently on the other ones because, you know, I can't see, you can't teleport to the same one you're at. So if I went to another one, it would be different there. Stargazer Outpost, the new one, right out here in the new biome area. Interesting looking light ray there, but yes, right here in this little section, you can come up this way, come up through here, come up through here. A lot of different pathways to get here. And of course, you can do like I did, make your way up top. Let's actually look, see how my, ooh, that's actually fairly nice. I mean, the trees themselves look ugly. They're especially coming out of the planter pot. But the flower part makes me think of is it cherry blossom trees? I think. Can't remember for sure. I think it's the ones in The Last Samurai, where when the chief samurai dies at the end. Spoiler. He dies as the leaves, I think, as the blossoms are falling, and it's like a big thing for him when he dies, that he gets to see just that perfect moment. That's what I'm thinking. It makes me think of those. I might try to find a different one. But as you see, we are still getting updates, and they're moving fairly quickly, which was the thing. They were working on the 2.0 update for Planet Crafter before they come out with the new DLC. So we still have a new DLC coming for the game, which probably means another moon, maybe another planet. Probably another planet and moon, hopefully. But we still haven't got a moon to go with toxicity. But we do have Humble, the 2 free moon. Actually, no, that's right. We are supposed to get another free moon update along with another DLC by the end of the year. So you got Humble was a DLC, Toxicity was DLC, so we're gonna have another planet that's a DLC, and then we got another moon coming, so we'll have 3 moons and 4 planets total if you get all the DLCs, which at that point will be 3, which means some other new mechanic to the way they do the terraformation. Toxicity was detoxifying along with terraforming aspects. Humble was, you don't just get the ores or get the stuff, now you got to crush stuff to do it. You know, so I'm sure it's going to be some kind of blending of that. You know, Selenia difficulty because of the cold, from the quartz there. Qualis, water world, very little landmass until you terraform and then landmass appears. It'll be an interesting one to see what the next DLC includes for that and what the new moon includes. But yeah, that's a red one. Look at that tree. I need to place some tree seeds and some planters and let them grow, I guess, to figure out which ones I want to spread all around. But again, I don't know if we're going to come back to this next week. We'll probably just go back to Blossom Seed of Life. I just wanted to cover this one today because it is new. It's out, and I want to see if we can find the new... Obviously, there's going to be a golden crate in the new biome. So I found it. It's there. It's not hard to find. You just got to make your way through the ruins. So that's, yeah, new Planet Crafter 2.0. And so with that, again, if you need to update your mods, all the akarnokd mods, you want to go to his GitHub, go to releases, and you want to go to the 2.005 patch 1, which is the current stable one. If you're using the development version, then go to the correct development version of his mods. And if you get the wrong version, Planet Crafter will let you know that there is a mod for a certain version of the game and you're not on that one. Yeah, so looking back at the full change log, there's a lot of stuff. Prime, new biome, west of the map, we found that. The skies are full with the other planets, the actual ones, so you get to see them change. New shaders for vegetation, terrain, sky, water, and waterfalls. We got to see that. Jetpack chip for the rover. Locker, shower, toilet, arcade machine, vending machine, lava lamp, aquarium tube, and water life wall found in Portal Rex. I guess we will be back to this next week. We're going to do some Portal Rex and see if we can find those. I feel like we already got lockers, so maybe it's a new locker. But shower, toilet, I feel like I have those too. Rounded glass floor, we got that. Unlocks on Prime with the pressure level. Rounded fence unlocks on Aqualis, and the arch unlocks on Selenia. Well, we saw all those because I've already maxed everything out. The genetic synthesizer lets you visualize the animal before you create it. That's useful. I didn't actually try to create one. We just saw the genetic synthesizer has storage built in, and when you click on a trait, it actually shows, you know, the available traits, so you don't have to go digging through them to find them anymore. You can reorder the teleportation. We saw that. The rover is more grounded and drivable, which I just tried flying it. Environmental and changing sky events. We saw how much more dark and more rich the color is now when there's an event. I think we only have one actual meteor storm on that. One new spawn site for toxicity for a new game. So one new spawn site for tumble when creating a new game. The containers get the screen that shows the first item inside. We saw that. 2 new rooms added to the procedural Rex. We'll see that next time. Performance improvements for GPU, memory, and CPU. Which I didn't really pay attention to my CPU usage, but pretty much there's only a few games that will ever push my CPU above 20%. Improved building in the Megadome. May have to actually try that. Stairs snapping to pod doors. Foundations snapping to pod doors. Improved foundations and living pods snapping. We got to see that. The fact that it actually snaps now. And improved launch platform placement. Okay. Better tutorials and explanations. Icon for O2, life, and thirst blink when low. I didn't see that because I was focused on everything else. Tree planter tier 1 can be placed in the Megadome. Tree planter tier 1. So I'm assuming that means the outside, the one I built outside, the tree planter, even though it says tier 1, because I don't remember there seeing a tier 1 in the game itself. But it's planter, not spreader. Which I don't know why you put the tree spreader in the Megadome, because there's no ground in the Megadome. It seems like it would be a weird place to put that. So I'm assuming it means the planter can go in the Megadome. Toxic container capacity got increased. Recipe pinning. Pins are partially hidden when opening a menu to avoid overlap. So we saw that you have to now, when you're in inventory or whatever, it doesn't overlap your stuff. You have to go and hover and it shows then that recipe. Generic frog heads can now be harvested with the harvesting robot on Prime. That's in that new biome area by the sulfur. Put a robot there. You saw the icon. Newly constructed genetic extractors will have 15 inventory slots. The extractor. So the one I have has 5. That means I gotta reconstruct it. I guess I'm gonna have to do that after this real quick. Actually, you know, before I forget. Oh, and increased trading price of all sellable items. So you make more money now from selling stuff. That's also in the changes. And humble is more red than it was before in the visualization. And Jimmy is like, I'm leaving. You're talking a lot and you're not playing, so I'm leaving. Or he's like, I'm cooling down. I'm laying over here. You ready to go? Is that it? You don't want to say goodbye to everyone? You're gonna leave your outpost? Well, I was gonna try to get back in here and change one thing in Plant Crafter, and now it's doing that thing where it's not launching. So that is one thing I've noticed with this is improved performance on the utilization. It does have a weird thing where in some cases it, you know, I double click, game launches, and in other cases where I double click and I've literally sat for almost 2 minutes and I've been checking Task Manager and everything and it finally launches. So I don't know what's happening with that. I think that could be a Steam issue. That could be something with Steam specifically, because I did have to like kill the web helper at one point to make it work. All right, I'll just have to do that later. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up for the day, I guess. Oh, and now I closed the web helper and Planet Crafter opens finally. Also, if you are playing Planet Crafter in a window mode, because like on mine, I've got an ultra wide, does not work very well for streaming without having bars at the bottom of the screen. It does show also on the title, Planet Crafter 2.005. So again, if you're looking to update your mods from akarnokd GitHub repository, make sure you get that version, patch 1. But beyond that, that's all you really have to do. And now it's definitely running slower trying to load in. Oh, it might be because I'm back on Prime. You know what? We're gonna dive back in for a moment, because I want to show this. So the sequencer is coming out. I find the thing. I'm not sequencer, extractor. So newly constructed 15. Okay, so now I feel better about that. Let's extract. It's still a thing that is doing that, where I have to like close out to get back in. Oh, I see. It's counting now because I've got that bits there. You can see it's doing that. Okay, that's interesting. That okay, it does it. But I'm sure I hovered over it before. It wasn't doing that. But if you close out and you reopen it, it seems like it just does it instant. And then again, like this was saying, we can go here, choose at least 3. So let's just choose 3. Oh, we get to see it. Yeah, that's useful. You see how that color affects it. And then, well, that's not telling me much. Okay, yeah, it does work with the variations. At least. I'm not, there's no striping on them, I guess, so that's the problem. And of course, it's not showing as a nighttime. Size doesn't show it, doesn't make it suddenly larger. Okay, we do get a little bit with like the pattern at least. Oh, that's actually, yeah, okay. So extra leg, big frill, fluffy frill, little frill. That does help to make it where you could figure out a better combination of something. I do like that. That is helpful to know that's done. They even try. I don't, you know. Next, we're gonna have animal combat in this game. They'll do that. They'll add us animal combat in the game. Oh, and I gotta. Okay, so it keeps it all in there. You gotta take these out. And you gotta have all 3 of the required ones. Otherwise, it won't show anything. So, that's good. All right, so there. The one last thing, just reading through all those notes. And I had to make sure I rebuilt that because I would forget otherwise. So there, yeah, that's the highlights of the changes for 2.0. There's obviously the new unlocks we gotta find, so procedural wreck. So for now, I guess Blossom, Seed of Life will take a small break for next week, and we'll do that. Do this again next week, and then if you play the No Man's Sky update with the little combat, the animal combat, let me know what you think. You know, you mention it in the comments on the video after this, or you know, bring it up next week in chat. But yeah, that's the update for now. And well, I'm trying to find the thing for when it was where the note was for that, because they had the thing of what. Yeah, here we go. So the 2.0 update, we've got that. That was the first thing they meant for that. After this, we get another free moon update. So we will get another moon soon. Well, I say soon. You know, we are now in April and we got 2.0. So it could be 3 months. I mean, we're month 4 of 12, so we got 8 months left this year, and their plan was to have another moon update and a DLC, plus something else small, a small surprise in between for this year, for 2026. Now, they may not meet that time frame, but that's what they were aiming for. So, you know, to me, that says in the next 2-3 months, we should see probably the new moon update. And then if they've got something small, some kind of little thing, maybe, you know, into summer, whatever, right there after that. And then boom, probably right at the end of the year, we'll get the new DLC coming out. So yeah, we may have a couple months before we get something else, but we're still supposed to get another free moon update, a DLC, and then something small surprise in between. That's what they said earlier in March, actually last month. So they said we got March 12th. Here's our plan for this year, what we got coming, 2.0. And here we are, not even a month later, we got 2.0. So yes, it could literally be maybe in a month from now. We may have the new moon update or new moon added. Could be 2 months. I'm going to lean based on that. They may very well be in the next 2 months. I would say we could see a new moons update for this, which we've been needing anyway. So yes, there we go. That is it for today. Thank you, Felonious. Everybody, go have a good rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Let me know what you think of the new update in the comments for this afterwards, once you play it yourself. And I guess that's I got some golden crate locations to verify to make sure I haven't missed anything. But thanks all for watching, and we'll do this again next week.